clear sort of narrative around the C9 camp is that the AR duo has been struggling, and Sib showed clear-cut signs of improvement at the major. You want to carry that in, and hopefully it infects your teammates as well going into this next stage. So maybe they're on the up and up overall. Hardpoint fairly comparable between the two teams, and the fact that it is the 11th and 12th seed in terms of rotations. Whoa, not ideal. So maybe, hey, win the rotation, win the game. And I will say for Toronto, first time they have played red card all year, at least for Hardpoint. That means they're trying to work on the map pool as well in this stage. Be a fun one to start on.
Well, let's put them to the test. Pencils down, boys. It's time to go. Right into the walls. The Hardpoint will be staying on board with the boys of Toronto Ultra until somebody dies. Beans the man, not just in game a superb shooter, but a masseuse out of game. We see how loose Joe Deceives is feeling. And so far, it's a great start there from New York subliners. Cloud9 as well. Oh my god.
Fines. How are the Paris Legion doing these days, huh?
That's the first one. Forget it. Keep going. Keep going. Right into it. Thanks, Kleenex. You dived on the point and saved me. That tomato in my face would go real nice for some beans right now. A nice 2 spree for him. Back into the time. 20 to go.
And culinary lack of knowledge is certainly something that some British people suffer for, but they do not suffer for the hill time. Beans currently the main collector, 15 plus seconds inside the time. And for the teams that are 11th and 12th in rotations, Ultra is comfortable as you're gonna want it over towards P2. I mean, they're free and clear there. The ARs have been dominating these outer lanes.
Oh yeah, and the submachine guns are dominating the inside, apart from Thatch, who nearly picked up insight there as well. A 4 spree right now for Jamie Craven, 4 and 1. Get finally goes down there, and a fantastic spawn that we have over to P2 now for Cloud9 New York. Got it right the second time round. As we're soaking this one up, Mac, looking at that lead change any second now. Ultra trying to punch through the middle of the map.
And yeah, well, unfortunately, Ultra maybe spent too much time in the middle of the map because they left the back spawns open at the start of the time, so they won the rotation, should have been free and clear, and then, I mean, almost immediately botched it. And maybe good news for Ultra, they got the left side spawns, but it's going to be the Cloud9 New York. Come on, we can't do this right now. They get all the kills, Miles. They're in the time. They got a nice little lead and a good break over towards New. They can run it up.
Crim's battling for it, though. Nice job staying alive. He's got the coverage for his teammates, but he gets caught out by Joe Deceives, who sneaks on in and cuts him down. A little bit of time. Scrap, if anything, going the way of the Ultra Boys. Quick rotation over towards P3, and this is an ugly one indeed if you don't get there first and foremost. Sib and Mac finding their respective kills. Spawns in the back right now for the Ultra Boys. We'll see if that pays off for them. It's been identified by Mac, though. Those nades and stuns, everything's landing. There's tons of intel. Can they turn it in a time?
Yes, they can. This is going to be gorgeous. I mean, that was great comms rolling through for C9 just to put Mac in a position, and reading on the back spawns is easy. Now you just win the gunfights, and Sib's there is cleanup crew to give you the final 2. You get to maintain the spawn trap. Words are difficult right now, but for C9, the game looking very easy.
They're not in Spain anymore, my brother. 76 and climbing. And C9 New York, you come out hot here on Red Card, boys. Mac, statistically one of the stronger players here on C9 New York, and he's going 10 and 5 so far. Wonderful red card hard point out of him, and this has been great, man. I mean, you touched upon it earlier, rotate and seemingly win, and C9, they've been the boys in the hard point first, and they've got the lead by a considerable margin now.
Yeah, I mean, really just, you know, Toronto dropping the ball on P2 and C9 fully capitalizing on everything after the fact. And Mac continues to be consistent. I mean, that is a super clean POV on his side. You see, even in the feed, picking up a couple extra errant kills. So it's a 5 spree, and he just gets to oscillate, buy you so much time, and really his boys on time, completely safe. But finally, as he falls, Ultra have the time surrounded.
Yeah. Shots from Sib. Not the third, though. Beans and Joe Seaves dive on in. Hold on to the hard point. 30 to go here. Attached now. Process of elimination. Where can he be? There he is. Nice slide. And the other prize gets himself in the time. Gets himself a kill or 2. Can't get the second. Joe's right back in there. A very active player right now for Toronto Ultras. And at 9 and 9 with the early time. And at 12 and 9 out of Beans. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's been the front.
Oh, Mac, though. Okay. Laser vision. That's a big gunfight, too, because, I mean, you know, that's 8 seconds for his team that Ultra don't get. Little 16-point gunfight there, and that's one that doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but what shows up on the rotation and mini-map is a little bit of a scrap battle. Joe Deceives is here to keep it open and honest for his squad because Mac can't told he wasn't there for New, but by the time he makes it, comes through like a wrecking ball. This is about to be a battle to try to get this time.
Man, yeah, Mac is playing hot right now. He's gross in these attacks. 3 down again. Joe's got to go big. A couple of players to deal with here. 2 down, 2 to go on the inside of the hard point. Spawns are really close right now for C9. Back on board with Joe, who's still not regen his health. Pressure still on from Sib, trying to make his way through the outside. Here's Joe's pinch. We're still on board with him through this play. He's managed to keep the other team out of the point. They snap the last bullet in. Can he get another? Joe's still on a roll. 1 more to go. That's the break, and that's your 15.
I mean, hey, it's a really fun 3-piece, but that's only for 15 seconds that they might not even get because Kremp off spawn picks up an extra couple. So right now, Toronto Ultra, these guys are struggling to get control of the game and struggling to string together any degree of time. And speaking of struggles, CleanX 6 and 18, atypical triple negative performance from him. I mean, that's certainly the man you do not want to have a slow start if you're an Ultra fan.
Yeah, not at all. Uncharacteristic for Mr. Yul Jonsson, who immediately picks up 2 as you put his name to shame. Sib answers back with 2 of his own. And again, criticism's valid. But right now, 16 and 10. 14 and 15. Sib and Attach are putting in the work. They're putting in the time as well. So this is good stuff from C9 New York. They're finally getting things going here on Red Card.
Oh, and Sid thinking long term, wants to go for those spawns and enough to block them and help his teammates for the clearance kills over towards hedges. And if you control big steps, you control the time. Should be easy to collect here. Maybe for the final 15, you're just trying to keep everything under lock and key, and at least you keep it white out of their hands, and Kremp staying ahead of the rotation. So C9, so much more well-controlled we have seen so far on Red Card. I mean, this is a bit of a victory lap runaway game, near 100-point lead going into new, and C9, they're just in control.
They're singing pretty, mate. Absolutely. CleanX still being put to task. 9 and 23. Absolutely bruised. Sib is shooting. Another one here for you, mate, if you can get it. This is kill number 22. Pinned down there, taken care of by CleanX. This is double digits. On board with Mac there, top hedges, handing out haircuts. CleanX and Beans right towards the time, and C9 are once again another huge break. Let's go for a listen in.
I've got it. Give him a I got one more there. That'll be nice. Outer pillars on me. 3, last guy. I'm back in the Bible middle. It's small corner. One more out. Middle. Right side corner. I'm getting sure to be safe. I'm backing up as well.
I'm gonna go on each one.
Nothing alright. All mid left. If our Joe dead, I will get time. Nothing else alright. They're going mid now.
I don't see the mid right now. They give me a ticket. Joe's taking a ticket.
I'm back to the back. Yeah, one more extra boys.
I'm gonna be out of me probably.
I reset something, okay?
I don't see him matter.
I'll get us out of good.
One more.
They're spawning in the back.
Heard you. Yes, you're spawning back.
I have all your middle, okay?
Give me out on me.
Yeah, I sent 2 mid. Back to on steps.
Out of Rick.
Get that one time. I got caught. I'm trying to finish. Time games, watch out. Watch your right. I sent him low on you. I fall it back. Outer in front.
Dump windows.
Double windows. And time. I'm going right here. Joe's on time. I'm gonna cut through us. You can go deep if you want.
Alright, there. One ticket.
Go to us. I'll play our side. He's right side keys. He went to Ambi or what's it called?
These boys grow up so fast. Listen to that Cloud9 New York. Comms are so good. Look at the scoreline. They're rotating. They're picking up each other's trades. They're locking down lanes. They sound good. They look good. I'm very happy.
And everybody's contributing as well. So you are getting the full team effort. And I would say the opportunity to 100-point club, but Ultra will be able to at least get the first few seconds on stage. I'm watching Mac. There you go. Called in the Hellstorm. Guesswork on whether or not you can use it. To how good of effects can he find? At least gets in sight, but might not be super impactful. It's going to be Mixy to try to break through the P2 side of the map.
Hey, why not? Okay. We still holding this one. Sib and Mac finding their kills. Big pinch here from Beans. Picks up a pair. Lovely work there now. Over to the front. It could be 3. Over to Joe. Finds himself the first at the very least. Ultra starting to get things rolling. Couple of big kills here. Through the top side of the map as Joe finds another. Hardpoint still purple.
You can already feel it now. We already know Ultra is a team that is willing to fight. They are based on momentum too. If you start hearing those dead comms flowing, it could get spicy, but on rotation, C9 staying ahead of the game, and Attach already pushed so far out. I mean, he just single-handedly paid 2, if not 3 players back, and even though he falls, good comms to his teammates who were in time first.
They're in time as well. Here we go, Krem. Soaking it away, mate. This is for the map 1 win. Here we go. Ultra winding up for the big hit. Coming in through the ticket windows. Oh, and it's Mac and Attach. They're doing the kills, and they're finding it, and it's still Krem who's yet to fire his weapon. Holding the time. There we go. Massive work, and a second from Mac. 25 for the win.
Yeah, I love that too. That is a great setup and a great spot coming in from Kremp and the boys on the time. They knew exactly how they wanted to play it, and already on this hill, it feels like they've done enough. You stop the bleeding. You're 17 seconds away from walking away with map number 1, and now just need to play for kills. Attach Point can't hit the turn and burn there on Joe Deceives, but as long as time is white, C9 are perfectly happy, still in the driver's seat in this game.
Oh, this is nice work though. Again, Ultra doing what they can to stay alive. Looking for that next hard point. And here we go, folks. The game's not quite done yet. C9 within spitting distance of the win. Ultra with a presence through the middle of the map. Can they contend with the next wave of C9 players?
Well, Max the man leading the charge, and I feel like that is the man to be feared with 34 kills. Insight, though, picks up the first blood on the engagement. Max there for the trades, prowling around ticket, and Beans almost doesn't know where to look, and by the time he figured it out, could have been too much, but he's got the help. 2 kills there in the feed by Ultra, and hey, they're staying stable. They're keeping themselves in it.
And it's Kleenex, 20 and 32, finding an absolute maelstrom on the inside of ticket. A couple more there go to his name. Guns down, Mac. No, that's going to be 3 in the feed. That should be game. 10 for the win now. C9, hold on. Next wave of attack now from Ultra. The last chance to stay alive here on red card before we say Hadley ho to Hacienda. And Mac finds another 3 spree. Still soaking away the time. No one in there to stop it. Cloud9, New York take map 1.
Super solid stuff, and that is just a continuation of Mac's dominance that we have seen so far this year. Top kills in the lobby. I think he had the top hill time as well, and multiple times he was going on sprees. He even had the Hellstorm, which maybe not the greatest impact with it, but it's nice to have, you know? It's fun to have these things, like a map 1 win.
Like a map 1 win. Sometimes you got to call it in, let them know that you got it as well, even if it's at the end of the game. Just let them know. New York certainly letting us know. From the major to online, a nice turnaround here for New York Cloud9. Absolute bars out of your boy Ross. They have not been the strongest looking squad, and especially with a lineup like that, high expectations going into the season. Finally, we're starting to see that turnaround. Big game from Sib, huge damage from Mac, but hey, what else is new?
Yeah, again, you can't say anything more. I mean, Mac just dominated every single category. We used to have like the 99 Kiz jokes when Kismet was main slayer, all the hill time collected. That's one of those performances of it is a Mr. Do-It-All, including 15 objective kills. So MVP without a shadow of a doubt, and a man that will absolutely be starring in the movies that is the highlight reels. But I think the most interesting thing to me is that Toronto picked this map. First time they played a red card hardpoint, and they chose it in the pick and ban. So maybe working on the map pool, maybe something in scrims happening, but they did not display it here when it matters most, at least in the qualifying stages. So already on the back foot is Toronto, and this is a big opportunity for Cloud9 to continue on the momentum. Maybe they had shades of it at Major 1, looking to improve.
Yeah, Major 1. I mean, the LAN turnaround was fantastic. From again, Sid was the player we touched on the most. On that LAN performance, he was fantastic. He's turned it right into a good series here against Toronto Ultra. So I get a wonderful start there for the C9 New York boys. See if they can keep it going in the search and destroy. This is where Ultra get real scary though. This is definitely where you want to see a squad like this find their fangs once again, find their form when it comes to S&D, because the Death touched on it plenty. 50-50 in the hard points. It was S&D that was certainly running the show. I mean, a lot of these highlights, I will say, this is all the Ultra boys finding piece after piece after piece, but the scoreline was so gross there from C9. They were absolutely in the driver's seat, start to finish. I mean, as far as Ultra goes, I don't think there was a lead change after the first hard point. And it's moments like that. I mean, Mac attached, the boys absolutely putting in the work. Coach accuracy as well in the back there. Everyone looking good, feeling good, shooting good.
It's sort of like the theme for when you're playing good Call of Duty, when you can identify like one major mistake from a squad. That's the difference maker in the map, and it was the P2 right off the rip for Toronto Ultra. They won the rotation, did everything they needed to on P1 to set themselves up, and even when winning the rotation, they get stuffed. They get the 3 initial seconds, and then after that, they ended up giving up 40 and lost control of the game in the meantime. So one major mistake, you build a hole like that or a deficit to work yourself out from, and it's just not going to be competitive. C9 handling the map too well, but Hacienda S&D, I think, has become one of my favorites for Search and Destroy this year. The way it's played out, a lot of mind games, a lot of bomb rotations, and a lot of great clutch potential as well. A ton of 2v3s, 2v4s happening because you can afford to make plays, and I know for C9 that means they're going to be tested because Toronto, a playmaking team.
Absolutely. We've seen him do it plenty. I mean, Hacienda has been a growing fan favorite ever since Black Ops 4. It's been a welcome addition here in BO6. Yeah, man, I'm excited to see how this one goes down. Again, very cerebral heads-up plays. Watch that bomb go from B to A to B. You name it. No C's to be found here. The only C's will be handing out on the report cards afterwards, and that's only in the post-game cards report. Until then, though, mate, have a look at Ultra. These boys thrive under pressure. The new boys, though, Joe and Beans, this was how their Search and Destroy looked at Major 1. 1.26, 1.23, very, very good all round. Second overall there from Beans. Again, just what went wrong?
They just couldn't find the sauce, and especially because 2 of their losses were protocol. I do wonder how much of it is just like homework being done by the opponents. Like they're just, you know, especially Joe and Kleenex, I would say on that map specifically, running it down, finding all sorts of different kinds of first bloods, but sort of show off the goods in the qualifying stage. You don't make the adjustments for the major. Teams will sort of figure you out, so got to recollect and get back at it. And on Hacienda, it is a map where you can throw a lot of different looks. If you want your AR players to run the shows in the hallways, you can let that happen. If you want your SMGs to be making plays in the dark hallway or out towards Rock, a lot of different tools you can work with. And I'd say on the side of Toronto, you just want to deal with Mac.
Good luck, folks. The Scuffed Sharks available nowhere because they're not real. But here on Hacienda, we'll be putting these teams to the test and find out who's the real deal. So we now descend into map number 2 here, folks. Toronto Ultra versus C9 New York. This is the final series of the day, boys and girls. So whatever you're doing after this, hope it's fun-filled and probably playing ranked, aren't you, you dirty little demons? Can Ultra turn this around? This is a 3-map losing spree when it comes to Search and Destroy. And Civ, oh dear, 173. What a demon. Major 1.
Yeah, and the 0.9 kills per round as well is very active. So he's high up in the KD, means he had at least one strong map, but very consistent as well. But a square up on A. There's no trophies. We got to dodge the nades. You don't have the pressure, and well, Mac is the man that got to deal with off the rip.
Mac throws a sweet frag to stay alive. Oh, what a win on the beans. No way! No way, Mac! Last man left alive, Kleenex. Good luck.
And goodbye. Yep, Mac's the man you got to deal with.
Yep.
And Mac is the man that is a problem. No trophies off the rip. It means the team on defense is going to be able to get a bit more space, and that is Mac pushed up towards that little hut, and he had 2 players there with him for a little bit of help. So, I mean, the first blood he had on Beans is honestly perfect. That's probably the trickiest part about this, is not full sending into the players you know are nearby, but playing for the 3rd guy first. And well, then it's just a bit of a gift, a bit of a surprise, but yeah, good comms and great opening strike. And Mac, I mean, he's chewing the gum. He did, in fact, play with accuracy back in the day, the gum chewing. Very consistent from accuracy over the years, keeps you calm in game, helping Mac out there.
One of those weird little sort of tricks. But we've got a slight game pause, folks, so we get back into round 2 ASAP. But again, that kill from Mac, man, the second 2, that was the most impressive thing about it for me. Was he was running purely off of instinct there. He heard the concussion explode just on the other side of that barrel where he was, and he knew, I've got this. I can hit this now. Whether it's a 2-piece or whether I'm, you know, getting traded out, whatever happens, I know I need to hit the go button. And that is one of the skills Mac has, that tacit knowledge of how he needs to hit things. A couple of concussions, tells him he needs to hit it, gets the job done. And that is a superb moment there for C9 New York, and a great way to start the Search and Destroy. We're getting iced just a little bit here with the game pause. We'll see who that benefits going into the next round. It does look like the Ultra boys are ready. New York, not as much.
Fair enough. And I don't know where gas turns into glaze, but I know for Mac as well, he just got a POV that's really fun to watch. Like, you can see his brain is absolutely working when he plays Call of Duty. He doesn't get caught in cycles too often, and you just see the thought process behind every single play. So always been a fun watch, and I know for him and Joe Deceive, it's going to be a fun battle as well in this series. 2 of the most objective-minded S&D players we have. Maybe Mac's not thinking about the objective. He's probably just thinking about the pause.
I mean, the question
They're
now
sitting
is
back in their chairs and Kremp's looking like this. Like that's something serious going wrong.
Yeah. We're almost ready to get this one back on the road, folks. Don't take your shoes off just yet. We're getting ready to run this, but yeah, round 2's on its way. C9 New York with an explosive opener there in the first round. A proper square up at A. Empty pockets immediately. And I think for Ultra again, this is a team that they absolutely know how to bounce back chance. They really do know their game plan here when it comes to the Hacienda Search and Destroy. Let's see if they can execute and bounce back after a spicy round.
Certainly the expectation for the squad as well, but need to see improve and deliver. 2 brand new men on the squad, and that's just a free first blood. Kremp gets credit, and Mac obviously there for the assist. And man advantage for C9. Mac is already captivated, taking space, bomb planted.
Oh, wow.
Easy wins for him there. Beans might have made him work for it, but the Jackal up close and insight in a 1 versus 4. C9 looking dominant, and Sib, the icing on the cake. Insight could not hang.
Okay, so that's another round. A very dominant C9 bang out. And this is a big win again from Sib on Insight. Beans had full vision of Mac as well, and he took the challenge on his own terms, but just got melted by the PDW of Mac. Mac's Jackal hitting hard right now. Ultra down by 2.
I say a gunfight loss like that, it's like a confidence thing. Sib in the next round is going to be thinking, they can't kill me. I'll square up with anything. It's going to be just fine.
That's 4 for Mac now in a row as well. Not a single kill. It's a box of donuts right now for the Ultra boys. And Kremp, he's getting wet. Mac now making his approach towards the bomb site. He might have stunned up Joe Deceives. Oh my god, Kremp. Count him. 1. And done. Beans on the immediate trade back. Mac now takes over the bomb site. The front line now being pushed forward. Sib finding himself kills in the feed. A pin down Beans. And now Kleenex all alone. Destroyed. Ultra. A single kill is all they can take from the round.
That is gorgeous work as well from the long-time duo of Mac and Sib. Those are 2 players. They were on the come up together even all throughout Black Ops 4, however many years ago. They were the tight duo. They have plenty of chemistry, and they show off the goods there. Mac doing a wonderful job of just staying alive over towards the bomb. Sib covering his boy and calling out, hey, the guy in this rock corner is 1 shot. I'll protect you for number 2. And then he's there for the clearance on the final kill. Chemistry like that, it is difficult to teach. It is only formed over time, and Mac and Sib, they got it.
Like a nice fungus on a piece of blue cheese, C9 New York. 3 delicious rounds now. 5 for Mac. Will he get a 6th here? I'll tell you what. Nah, if in doubt, pull out. You know what I'm talking about, boys? Doesn't see anyone there. He's not going to go back to mid.
And speaking of future swimmers, Kremp doing it again as well. He's going to be able to get to boat for free. So if you get this bomb planted on this B site, it is going to be very tricky for Toronto to check. You see Mac's going to be the guy posted up for the flank. He might be dealing with Joe Deceives and Insight potentially, but we're just 4 corners up. And funnily enough, Beans has actually read this outer route. Yeah, he read it the entire way, but COD timing is its own beast.
Wait, he's still in the back, but he hasn't necessarily spotted that player out. He's cost his player a teammate. He's cost a Kleenex. Joe Deceives now from the front. Awkward pinches are on. Kremp with the double back. Now through the middle of the map. Red. Insight's there for it. Mac, can he find number 6? No, he's in trouble. Coverage now from a touchdown range. Sends it. Oh, goodness. But it's a 1v1. Attach wins it. And frustration starting to settle in for Ultra.
Oh my god, yeah, Mac is gross and attached there to deliver as well with the extra help. That is a 4-0 start from Dylan attaching. For 2 heavily criticized AR players, I mean, they came to play today. And attach, we already know, almost always wins his 1s. And here's a second look as well. That is a nail-biter moment where they deliver. And I was going to start giving gas to Ultra because they read the Kremp route. It ends up like the comms were perfect for Beans to say, okay, he might have gotten out. He got through. Here's where he's coming. Insight picks it up. Like, Ultra did so many things right. And then they just got gunned.
Just got gunned as well. Attach on that force spree. He may be streaked out now. Whether or not that actually is used, we'll find out. Kleenex still having a tough day. His teammates have The donut's down. He is. There's the Tatch's streak as well. All right, go. There we go. Okay. This is one hell of a search and destroy so far. C9. You left all the bad juju behind you. Now you go to Madrid, you look much better on land, and all of a sudden online, you've taken ultra like this. Nades up. Over towards the A side we go. Playing it perfectly so far, boys. Crimp doesn't quite check the left corner. He gets himself into trouble. Mac lands. Joe deceives. The RCXD, it aims to please.
Oh, Kremp is like a shark. He loves in the water, and if he smells blood, he is just going to attack. That is an insane chow, but hey, you got a 3v3. Bomb planted. No Hellstorm for the retake. They're going to be doing this with their guns. Maybe waiting for Mac to clear a little bit of space and then try to time it together, but inside, perfect spot for the picks. Good wins, and that should solidify the rounds.
I mean, that's a delightful two-piece from JB Craven. Attach. Wow, okay. Okie dokie, Attach. Yeah, you're absolutely back. I'm sorry we doubted you. We've certainly missed you. You got 15 seconds to clutch this one. And he's trying to make something of it. Attach. Wow, the second kill was great. The third is not going to be found, but a very worthy attempt at 6-0. Make it 7.
Yeah, just a drink of the water and back over towards new. Nice little confidence moment from Attach. Kind of wish he would have gotten more aggressive when he had the guy one shot out our fences for like the potential of the 1v3, but almost certainly gets traded out. So tough in those situations, but either way, 7-0 stat line is going to look fantastic. And you still have that, you know, extra tool, piece of utility in the score streak. If this bomb goes down, I mean, devastation potentially in a post play.
Trophies doing their work over by the A-bomb site, and now Mac. Oh, you've just found the window, mate. You don't know it, but you found it. Good coverage. Ultra just managing to get a gun up at the ready and stay in that fight.
Here goes Kremp, by the way. Kremp is already behind him. All this setup and noise being made for C9 just for the flank to roll through. There it is. There's the first blood in Ultra. Everybody has to turn around and reposition. The panic sets in.
And they managed to at least isolate Kremp and take care of him, so Insight makes it a 3-on-3. Bomb site action now. Sip trying to hold him at bay. Beautiful shots. That's great centering to get as much damage down that tiny angle as possible. And now Beans, one pinch. Clean and Insight on the other flank. Here we go. Can Sib get there in time? Can he time? Oh my, he got him. He saw them. He saw them. Here they go. Into the jaws of Sib. At least one is good enough for now. Insight, last man. Mac on the other side. A 1v1. And Insight. The damage is dealt. And Mac's on the run.
Yeah, Mac's not that kind of player. He's not gonna ego chow. He's gonna play the clock.
He's got the clock and he's got the angle on the bomb. Insight. Yeah, Mac's gone. That's it. That's the round. Mac is gonna retreat this one out. Perfectly played. Gets the gunny as well. Beautiful stuff out of C9 New York.
Yep, and shutting down Inside as well. What could have been for the clutch could have been Ultra's path back in, but Mac, he's too quick with it. And Insight, not the player that you're expecting to absolutely sprint at you. So the second Mac is tagged up, just gets out of dodge and plays for the shoulders. Easy reads there on Insight and better reads on the flank as well. If Sib doesn't get aggressive and actually goes and get the timing to peek out of lobby, he could end up with some bad timing, but hits the sprint when he needs to. And I mean, a 5-1 lead against Ultra. This is looking dominant. And Kleenex with, Nate said, another stinker performance. These have been a tough 2 maps.
Yeah, tough couple of maps out of him, but plenty of time to turn that around. Problem though, Attaches first blood. Zoom, zoom. Oh, look at that. From one piece of cover to another. Sib has got routes with his RC car here on Hacienda. I love it. Bomb Planet A, trophies in position as well. It's a war on one front. How's Joe going to play this? The stun checks nobody home. It's an absolute... Oh, it's a bulldoze right through the front from C9. Over to Mac on the flank. Picks up his... All now. Down to Kleenex. You can right the wrongs of a tough map with this play. Tobias Yul Jonsson. There's the shots off the bomb. Attach trying to stay alive. 20 seconds. The Simtex. And enough damage there from Mac to save the round. And that's the map.
How about
take
that,
the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, how about that? That is so clean and so quick. I thought Kleenex was going to have the magic sauce there for the 1v2 because I was going to say Joe Deceives actually planted in a great spot for the potential of that clutch, but attach, 0 time wasted again. I think the ARs for C9 really being aggressive when they needed to most so far in this series, and especially that map. You couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, 10-1 out of attach, 3 bomb plants, 2 bomb diffuses, even got a first blood. And I know Matt got that initial highlight reel play, really set the tone at the start of the series, but then Kremp, 4 first bloods and 1 first death. I mean, that is a perfectly executed game of Hacienda for C9. I mean, accuracy's got to be over the moon. You could not ask for anything more.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We're practicing. That's how we practice. That's how we play, baby. 6-1 and attached with a 10-1 performance as well. I mean, vintage Dylan Price. Exactly what you want to be seeing here. And C9 New York, man. I mean, 178, 6-1. Woohoo! Control coming up in a moment. Toronto Ultra have some very serious soul searching to do back in the purple locker room before they come out for this next one, because so far it is not working out. Kleenex has got a splash and rot on his face or something. Yeah, it's not been a good map for him so far. Desk, take it away.
Allie, why didn't you pick Cloud9?
I got peer pressured, I feel like.
We tried to help you.
We did. We wanted you to really
pick Cloud9.
go with your
I
heart.
didn't want it. Well, I did want that, but I didn't do it.
What we didn't expect was the aggression from the ARs to be of the level we saw through games 1 and 2. Let's take a look at some of the highlights and see the impact that playing fast has made for players like Attach and Sib. The search and destroy, though. Mac is saying, let me showcase my skills here in the SMG.
It's not even just Mac. I mean, honestly, I have to tip my hat to Attach. He's had an incredibly slow start when it comes to this Cloud9 team. And it's just kind of, we've been playing this waiting game. Like, all right, this team is supposed to be really good at respawn, and their search and destroy is supposed to come later on along the way. And a lot of that's off the veterans of Attach. A lot of that is off of Attach. So for him to go into that map 2, going 10-1, I just want to talk about going into this for Cloud9. Like, they had an awful post plant, an awful attack, one of the bottom 4 in the league, and they come into this Hacienda, and it's just aggression. It's that top hallway control. We're typically used to seeing Mac and comfortable in hallways and kind of saving Cloud9 when it comes to Hacienda search and destroy. They're 1 and 2 on this map and mode, but this time it was Attached. They put the ARs in that position for that success in that middle map control, and I really love the game plan from the side of Cloud9.
They're just locked in, man. They put in a ton of work. They look really improved, Chris.
Yeah.
And the league gets super interesting if Cloud9 becomes what we thought they should be coming into the year, especially because, like, Sib is a dynamic slayer. That's what we've known of him over the years. And that first map, which we'll jump into in a second, they seemingly have fixed a lot of their issues.
Just a reminder, all 4 of us, that includes you, chat,
Yeah, they
picked
did.
Toronto Ultra
Smile,
to
bro.
win this series.
Not yet. Not till the game. Not till the match series is over and his pace is safe.
Fair enough.
Said winning shuts up a lot of people. Cloud9 hoping to silence the haters, but now the attention has been turned to Toronto. You bombed out of the minor, now the major, and you're off to a rough start. Can they clean up their respawn? Let's find out by drawing some conclusions.
Yeah, let's talk about this. We're going to focus more so on the side of Cloud9 New York. It was 250 to 178, but I don't think that was indicative of how dominant this map was from Cloud9 and just how structurally, like, they're changing the way that they play, right? So at times we've been very hard on the AR duo, like not playing the objective, playing individual, playing slow. So we're gonna see a rotation here, and what you're gonna see is you're gonna have the subs pushed out. You're gonna have Mac pushed out here, just trying to play pressure, trying to alleviate pressure on that rotation. Then you're gonna see Kremp going to pick up the pinch out here, just taking space. And what we're gonna see is the 2 ARs playing around the hill, but it's the teamwork that comes in, right? So you're gonna see Sib and Attach inside the hill here, Sib playing the cut. They're playing tighter, right? We would see times where Sib would just be on his own, not playing off of his subs pressure. So you see Mac, he's pushed out, trying to find some kills. Then you got Sib immediately in the action, trying to apply that more pressure, but repositioning and playing with his team, right? So this is where the huge play comes in. So they're getting a ton of time here, and you're gonna see the pinch come in where they flip them out here, because obviously you wanna flip these spawns on rotation and next. So that's how you steamroll teams and you snowball and pick up a ton of points. And they just play it perfect. Sib finding kills around the hill, getting back to his team. The pinch comes in, they flip them out, they pick up the rest of the kills, and they just take a huge lead in this game. Something that they were not doing at all at the major, and certainly not in stage 1.
just really good structured COD, which we've kind of been waiting from the side of Cloud9. Like, the fundamentals hadn't really been there. They'd been okay at breaking, and that kept some of their hard points close, but I felt like I saw completely different Cloud9 in that map number 1.
Yeah, Lamar taking control of his squad. It's being showcased. Our match is almost ready. Sorry, final thoughts here.
No, I was
before
just
we go.
saying, like, these AR players, like, get in the hill, soak some time, right? Let the guys fly. Let Mac, let Kremp fly, and then play off them. It'll make your job so much easier, and, hey, it's working out.
Can we tell the dream, though, that my prediction's correct, and I got at least 2 correct here on day 2?
Sure.
Can we look at games 3, 4, and 5? What do we have coming up? We had the triple dose of Hasi.
Yes.
So, if you're Toronto, how do you jump back into this series?
Well, obviously, you got to win this Hasi, but it's going to be tough. You have not been good on Hasi control, right?
No.
And you're going up against this team who is steamrolling right now. It's a map where ARs can fry, but we've seen some teams pull out 3 subs, so who knows?
Miles and Chance, it's time to find out. Can Ultra pull off a reverse sweep?
Maybe. As Nameless said, this is a real hot team right now. C9 got that plot armor, and this seems to be their series to win. Ultra, though, Chance, I mean, this team built on, the strongest of foundations. Insight and CleanX, a very composed team. They've been through the ringer a few times. They love pressure. They thrive under pressure. They're very cool, they're very calm, collected. But right now, they're being crushed. What do you do?
I mean, brand new team, so we actually don't really know how they do under pressure. Like, they handled it in the qualifying stages pretty well, and certainly for like individual players, we know they can, but the team still has a lot to prove. So we get to find out in this series if they can bounce back, and the Death's touch on it. Hasi under control for Ultra has not been their finest. Overall in the game mode, they've been great, but 0-2 on this map, and they have yet to win an offensive round. And something Ant mentioned is that a lot of teams will pull out 3, if not 4 Jackals to try to string something together on Hacienda Control. I don't know if Ultra is going to be that team. So we'll find out exactly what look they can bring, but I'm just loving the gameplay from C9 so far. And that is the man that needs to step it up. Tough series thus far, but he was strong in control at the major.
Let's see if we can turn it all around. CleanX Sophie, had a splash of water on his face, went out in a public and farted of something, whatever he had to do to clear his mind, body, and soul for this game of control. Here we go, CleanX. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let it rip on a crimp.
And pulling out the AR as well, so that's the square up of, hey, we want the hallways, and Ultra absolutely going to get them. And Attach posted up, waiting for a gunfight to come to him, and boy, did it ever. That is a painful moment, and that is 30 seconds gone by with 0 amount of progress on the map, and you have yet to touch his own.
Yeah, not yet. Defense, Toronto Ultra. It's a tenacious D so far. And we'll find out how far it can go, because Joe is trying to push up, making a little bit of space there, causing problems for anyone getting out of spawn. Hey, Mac. Wow, Mac is disgusting. Once again, 1v1 wins that I just can't believe he gets.
Yeah, built different. Couldn't predict that one, but the B zone now going to be open. Nice trades from Joe Deceives and CleanX with the help. And he's going for the fast flank over towards B. He's got a freebie on the outer fences. Get it. Takes a little bit extra love to get it, and he backs Mac down as well. So now under 30 seconds for C9. Desperate to string something together. Mac trying to keep things open and honest, but Beans has him in his sights.
Oh, come on.
Doesn't matter. Clean 4 down. Here we go.
Yeah, that's 4 down. That is a full stack nearly just outside of Attach playing Island, and he gets 1 out of it. It's good enough for now. Second segment done. B gone. Minute 26 to play, and tons of lives either side. This game is still going.
And that's a moment for Mac where he was tagged up 1 shot inside at 10. They knew exactly where he was, and he walks out of it with 2 extra kills and the zone. So this is efficient work from the SMGs thus far, and where Attach faltered in that gunfight down low. Kremp, right gun for the job, and more pressure over towards A.
Oh yeah, onto A as well. A 2-man stack. Beans can barely get a foothold in here to try to contest the play, but 1 segment gone. CleanX now trying to fight his way forward. Sid with the coverage down low with a Jackal PDW of his own, and Joe Deceives. Oh, can't get the second. The teamwork from C9 just a little too spicy right now.
I tell you, 3-0 here. This would be a faith-shaking moment for Toronto Ultra fans. Excited about the new team, but this could be a painful one if they falter. Gonna have to dig deep because C9 still in a great spot. As hard as they got outslayed off the break, now they actually are the team with the life advantage.
Decent advantage for a second. 12-12 even Stevens, second segment collected. Pressure now on, the trades are there, there's CleanX in from behind, Joe Deceives from the front line, and you manage to sandwich the C9 players, draining some of the progress there on the A zone, but you need to buy some space. A slight life lead for now for Ultra.
And that's all 4 down. So now you're just trying to reposition and look for the one good play, working the well side of the map. And Sid, worried about the flanks. First blood on the engagement. Good reads on CleanX. You're going to send someone else in for the kill, and you're going to be looking for the flank. So a lot of potential on this mini-map for C9, and Matt, unfortunately, gets caught.
Yeah, I'm in field for now. Sib on the runabout. Might be able to make something happen here on the time, but you've still got 10 seconds to rock. That's 2 dead. Opportunity to get something going. You have to stop the clock. 5 seconds. That gunfight would have been ideal. His teammates there for the trade. Krem wins a big one. A huge one. 4 seconds to go. 6 lives either side. And you stack that bad boy real fast. C9 New York. What a round.
Breaking him down too. Krem had a monstrous first attacking round. I mean, great stuff. And they just get to stay all about their business. Yeah, 12 kills in round number 1, and the best play as well. Doesn't really get any better than this, and not only is it the best play, this is exactly what happens at the end. Wonderful stuff from Krempin. Poor insight, not running Ninja, his boots so loud.
Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that second gunfight from Mac, this was it. Unbelievable. Beans and Kleenex, that was moments that they could have ended the game there, but Krem said no. Wow. C9, round 1. Man,
maybe a little bit of a bounce back at 6 and 6, but yeah, still a long way to go.
I'm not holding that single gunfight against him though. Krem just, you know, again, plot armor really helps. Sensational opener here thus far. The A zone, we're going to be diving in feet first as Kleenex gets himself their time. Joe's got top corridor covered. Max somehow makes that gunfight nearly winnable, which is unreal, but Joseph finds himself too. Over the Kleenex once again, who dances out of the A zone for a second, gets himself back into trouble, and now he might be able to clean up the first segment alone.
Yeah, just wants to figure out where he wants to play. Doors are closed. You know, you can hear that if it's rolling through. His teammates getting the kills. Why not do it with the pistol? You can capture the time as well. That's 2 ticks of progress. Now he's got office control, so Kleenex is in prime position to capture both of these zones.
He has somehow let a player through, though. Again, that tiny moment of self-doubt, just thinking a little bit too much at a moment where he just had to go. Catches one player, can't get any more out of it. And that was a very awkward life there for Mr. Yul Johnson. But for now, his teammates get the job done at A. 2 minutes now to party, and they've got lots of lives as well to throw at the B zone. Arguably a little bit more productive this time round. 23 to 21.
A standoff battle. Who's gonna move first? Kremp should be patient, and he should wait forever. There's no reason for Kremp to move.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the spot, and that's why. Beautiful. Oh, what a duo. 13 and 8. He's got a nice forward position here to deal with. His teammates are also in great spots. Could still get a second here. That would be ridiculous. Oh, Max there for the pickup. Another member of Ultra has managed to slip forward through towards the fences side of the map, and now C9 still running a very, very tight ship here. Oh dear, into the spawn of Ultra they go. Another win from Attach. At 5 and 11, he's chilling. His teammates and he are doing a wonderful job maintaining control here on the map. There goes Ultra into the guns of C9, and they battle their way forward, but not without a drop of blood or two. Mac continuing to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is gorgeous teamwork from C9 right now. They're getting all the cutoff kills. You see Sid pulling out a Jackal because they know they're going to be defending this B zone with aggression. And you still have a good chunk of time to work with, but still struggling to actually orchestrate anything. I feel like C9, they've been constant nuisances, and Sib loves a gunfight against Insight.
My goodness. Teamwork, that's what we're talking about, Ultra. Get a couple of trades, still 13 either side in the live count. Mac, last line of defense on B, 2-man stack. This could get ugly real fast. The timing might be great. There you go. Players now through you. Oh, and it's Krem. What a two-piece. Guns at the ready. Pushing forward, trying to maintain this position. Don't let it become a battle of 2 fronts. And that's what they've done. A big win from Joe. Maintains some of a foothold. Reinforcements now flooding forward, but time ticking against Ultra.
And you don't have any power positions either. Trades on trades, but every death right now from Ultra, extra painful. Joe deceives the feed is going to fall. You know where Beans was, and those players are just so far away off spawn, and Krem gets a little bit of help from the teammates. The coordination from C9 on this round, it has been a thing of beauty.
Wow. Not to mention the gunny 20 and 11 for Kremp. Okay, C9. What's the secret? What is it? Is it just lots of water? What's going on? You jogging? Are we swimming? What is it? What's the secret? Because these boys are looking good.
Yeah, I think their assist numbers are going to be dwarfing that of Ultras at the end of this game. I feel like every moment has been perfectly coordinated. Even that moment for like Kremp versus Insight, the standoff battle over towards well. No reason for Kremp to move. And after he does, Sib right behind him in the perfect spot to sort of pick up the guys looking for the trade. So it really just has been nearly flawless teamwork coming in from Cloud9. The job's not finished.
Nope.
Still got to close out this game. And around the offense, not the easiest thing on Hasi, but obviously they can get it done.
Ultra, it's time to channel your inner Falcons and take flight here in the reverse sweep game of control. We saw one yesterday, we could see another one today. And oh my word, Sib just knocked Insight out with a stun.
It's just bonk. That's just unlucky at this point.
Hit him with a straight bonk straight onto the point. Here we go. Trophies replaced, and that's a nice stack. It's 2 of them. It's going to get the job done pretty quick. Going to get home real fast here with Mac and Attach putting in the work. Kleenex sends it. Oh, inside with the coverage. Beautiful work. The trades are done. Look out for Kremp though, making his way through top plat. That's going to be an issue in a moment, boys.
He's just keeping the play alive. As long as he's in this spot, you see number 1 and number 4 on the mini map. Beans and Kleenex have to take so much time just to clear them out. And then you're going to slide in with an AR and just guess wrong, so they don't even try to clear them out together. No coordination there from Ultra, and Kremp will continue to be a thorn in your side.
You can stay in this power position. This is a lovely place to be. Good real estate here on Hacienda, and Kremp. Feet are up, folks. As he's dancing and jigging around. There comes the hits. Nice tags from Insight. Joe Deceives on the cleanup now, straight on the point, but it's attached. Oh my goodness, from the hip. Joe Deceives 5-spree. Here comes Sib, taken care of as well. So a single segment A, and less than 30 seconds to go.
And there's the hot hand, 22 for Joe Deceives, 23 from Kremp. So he has been attempting to keep pace, and those are some clean gunfights win there by Beans. And now you got the spawn trap almost fully set up. Sib maybe founds the route to get through up top, but Joe Deceives is going to be calming this out. Everybody else through well. Unfortunately, he just guesses wrong, but hey, Kleenex is there for the trade.
Yeah, straight away. Immediate trade, love that. 9.1. Get these kills. Oh yeah, Kleenex, I'm feeling this one. Over the top. Manages to find the trade as well. Beans is there, but wait, who snuck in from the back? It's Mac! He's managed to dive on in onto A. An awkward moment right now. You deal with one over towards the A zone, and a war of 2 fronts is now Dunsky. Attach might be able to make a last-ditch attempt, but Joseph is here for it. There we go. Ultra. You stay alive, you build a little bit of confidence. 2-1.
Yep, finally better on the defensive end. First round, they weren't able to spawn trap for long enough, even with the good opening break. This time, take care of business. Even guys like Kremp getting through, being annoying, picking up an errant kill here or there. Eventually, they get the trades, and everything else was nice and clean, just like those shots from Beans. Problem is, though, for Toronto, they still have yet to win an offensive round of Hacienda Control. This is their 3rd time playing it, so 0 for 5 in that category. And they need one here. Might need 2.
Attacking around out of Ultra, but the kills have been great, man. I mean, the 4 sprees for Beans and Kleenex. Joe's 24 and 16. I mean, statistically, this is a lovely bit of work. Hit, though. Hello. Straight in towards the fences, and so far, Ultra have paddled them. Nice work out of Kleenex. Kill number 6 in a row, now directly onto the zone. Eyes on the spawners.
And 2 men on it as well. Well, make it 1. Kleenex wants to play for the kill, so he's going to get pushed up. And C9, maybe Plat will be the only open route for them to attack this for the moment. Kleenex almost just waiting for the gunfight. It's been so long since he's seen anything. Doesn't know where the pressure's coming from, and now you jump out. You only pick up 1 before you get traded. Your teammates, though, keeping the play alive, but with the flanks rolling through, this thing is oh so close, but Beans can't get it done just yet.
Oh, he's doing it. Is there going to be a last-minute contest there from Attach? There is, and he saves the zone as well. That is unbelievable. Kleenex now speeds his step directly towards the B zone. Check every possible corner and try to catch this one out. He's doing it alone. Sib wins a massive gunfight. Saves B once again. Under a minute to play.
Yeah, you needed that stack to roll through. C9 were so slow off respawn as well that you could have captured B, but you wanted to play for the kills. You only have a 1 life advantage, and you're losing so many tough gunfights against Sib. At least you trade him out, but it is endless trades. Max there in the feed for 2. And Ultra, I mean, they are just struggling to get anything going. They squandered their 1 real opportunity.
It was so close as well. Oh, well. couple of kills going their way. Nice win from Cleanix on a Mac. That's tremendous. Less than 30 seconds. We are in the red, and this is it, Ultra. Last chances. And Kremp takes a dump on the boys coming out of spawn. Good news, though. You get one player on the zone. Bad news is Beans alone, and he's gone. Kremp continues to flush Ultra down the Hacienda toilet. This is disgusting work. He's got timing. He's got teammates. There's 12 seconds to go. One last push through fences. Can Mac bring them down? Can Mac do it all alone? No attach with easy pickups. Last seconds, and I don't believe it, folks. Ultra down 3-0 to Cloud9 New York.
And here you go. Welcome to stage 2. As things start to settle in, players get more comfortable with the game, and any map or issue you had at the major, you got a little bit of time to work on that and see how all the best teams do it. C9 looking like they've improved. I mean, especially that S&D was as good as it could realistically get, in Toronto Ultra left stunned.
I think all of us quite stunned after that. We've had a couple of decisive 3-0s this weekend alone, and that one